This video is going to be a little different than normal. Today what we're going to do is go through my local paint store. But I got the idea as we were going to pick up some more materials for the truck, because I always get questions along the lines of, well, where do you get your stuff from? Where do I get my SEM dyes from? I get so many questions about what clear coat I use. I figured what we would do is walk around my local paint store. They've got all the really cool stuff that we want. So if you're into detailing your car, they sell all of that stuff. I also want to remind you guys, please don't feel like you can't go in these stores and ask questions. That's what they're there for. If you've never been in an automotive paint store, go in and ask your questions. You can ask them what paint I need to use, what clear coat, what gun, what tip on the gun, what sandpaper. It doesn't matter. They're there to help you. So walk around, look around. If you got any questions, ask your local paint store. And no, this is not a sponsored video. They did not pay me anything. They did not give me a discount on any of my materials to do this video. It's just something that I wanted to do. I've known Ken for a very long time, and I've used them forever and ever and ever. I do want to apologize about the camera angle. Obviously, I'm using the new GoPro now, and I had it set up on a hat mount. I thought I had the camera in super view, but it wasn't. It was in linear. So anyway, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get to the video. So here we are at Ken's Pro Colors in Dothan, Alabama, guys. This is who I use right here. So I have been using Ken forever and ever and ever. Love the service that I get here. They're very helpful. Now we are still in kind of the corona stage of everything, guys, so you know, please understand a lot of stuff is kind of blocked off in here. But let me go in and check and see if he's okay with us doing a little bit of video, and I'll get back to you guys in just a second. That's not the kid with the truck, is it?
Yeah, a little less.
Yeah, that thing is bad, man.
That's a bad little truck.
It was, man. It was really cool. I know.
It got a little slow in some
Yeah.
but for a homegrown,
I know.
it was really pretty cool.
Yeah, everybody always asks where I get all of my dye from. So guys, this is where we get the dye from. So all the interior dye that you see on the channel that I use, there again, comes from Ken's up here. And most local automotive paint shops, Ken, they'll carry all this stuff, right? The SEM's pretty common.
Very common.
Yeah.
Very common.
So you should be able to find this in your local store. You're gonna have a hard time at AutoZone, O'Reilly, and stuff like that finding this, but you know, come up here, go to your local paint store, support them, and they'll answer any of your questions that you got. I come up here with questions for the guys all the time, and they are more than willing to sit with me. Well, we sat, what was it, last week I think it was, trying to figure everything out. But this is what we got. This is our reducer. Told you guys we had to have that. But this is a look of the store. So like I said, this is Ken's Pro Colors in Dothan, Alabama. So if any of you guys are in the local area and you want to kind of swing by, check them out, come on by. They've got about everything you can think of. I always get questions about the Wizards. I use this stuff and I love it. You know, we use the turbo cut and then the finish cut, and that works great for us. They've got all your pads and everything else. Had a lot of people ask about the chassis saver. They say, well, where do you get your chassis saver from, or your POR 15? And here you go, guys. This is it. This is your chassis saver right here. And if you got any questions on stuff, you know, don't feel like you can't come in here and not know what it is that you want. These guys can help you out. And if you've never been in one of these places, you really need to go just look around. They don't mind if you come look around. Your seam sealers and all of this stuff, guys, they got the hard to find stuff that you just cannot get at your local auto parts store. Surface prep. I mean, you got to think a lot of the body shops are using this, right? So it's really good stuff. They're going to have the best stuff that you can get your hands on. Something else I use a lot of, guys, is this right here. This fiber fill is probably one of my favorite things to use. I just absolutely love it. It's tough, it's strong, it's got fiber made into it, and it's just really, really nice. So if you guys are kind of looking for something a little different than, say, just Bondo, you want something maybe a little stronger, this is really good stuff. Now, I don't know if your local paint shop is going to carry the Auto Coat brand, but that's what they carry here, and I have fallen in love with this stuff. Works really good. Here's all your clear coat. You guys know that I like the Nason, so I've been using that. And typically we would use the 498, but we have kind of done a little bit of an upgrade, and we're using the 465 this go round. So that's where that is. I think this is, what is this, David, about 200 bucks for a kit?
About 226.
He says about 226 for this kit right here, and this is really good stuff. I like it a lot. So let's just walk around real quick and look at what it is that we got here. And your hot rod black, if you do not know, this hot rod black right here is really good. So you've seen flat black cars or matte black cars, satin black cars, whatever that may be. You've seen those before, right? This is what you spray it with. Stuff like this, right? SEM makes this stuff. This stuff right here will definitely hold up. Here's some more right here. This is actually what I used on my wheels. So this is your hot rod black right here from SEM. You guys have seen me use that a lot, and I really, really like it. They got the Metal Lux, which is really good stuff. So as you can see, they've got about everything you could possibly want. And all you got to do, remember, is come in and ask questions. That's all you've got to do. They'll answer any questions that you've got. You don't have to know what everything is or what it does. These are the Velcro pads that we have now kind of graduated up to. I was old school for a really long time, and here lately, we are now using these Velcro pads right here, and those things work really nice. So they've got all the sandpaper you could possibly want, and most all of them are going to be able to sell you sandpaper in individual sheets like this, and they're usually only 10 cents, something like that, 20 cents, just depends. And here's your foam pad that you put in between your sandpaper. So this right here will help you like on sharp curves and stuff like that, and corners, help you from cutting in too deep and not messing up your paint and putting like finger marks and little low spots in your paint. So guys, this is what we've been using here lately, and I really like this. You can use this when you wet sand. So they have like the 3000 grit sandpaper that you can use with this to be able to wet sand the truck out with, which is what we're going to be doing. Actually, I think we're going to use 2000 grit to wet sand with. I just want to take you guys along for the ride, show you what it's like. Feel free to just come in and walk around. Like I said, if you're in the local area, stop by and check Ken out. He's been in the business for a really long time, really good people. Which one of these would you recommend?
The one with the disc, either one.
So either one of these?
Yeah,
two?
either one of those two.
Okay.
Those do pretty good, but they got paper in them.
Okay. All right.
And some people like to leave them on there too long, and that paper will come apart.
Okay. So either one of these?
Yeah, either one of them.
Okay. You got a quick second? You can just pop out here and look at something for me? Like right up here, you know, the clear coat was coming off this thing. Are we going to probably need to seal that area?
Yeah, I would.
So
if you go through that clear, there is a chance that
you think it's going to roll up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You got that chance.
Okay.
At least seal it.
Okay. Now, when I do that, am I going to have to seal the whole truck, or can I seal spots? Or
you can seal spots, but you need uniformity when you paint it. When you go back to paint it, paints they're a little more transparent than they used to be.
Okay.
And you can see through them sometimes. If it's uniform, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, I got you.
So I would seal it.
I got some there, yeah. I want to try to blend all that out and see, but I'm with you. I'm scared that base coat's going to eat in and start to wrinkle it up.
I mean, there's a chance that it could.
Okay. We got some sealer, so we'll
you'll be okay then.
Yeah, we'll just try to seal it. And I'm just worried about that. I'm so scared that if I go to spray it, it's going to try to wrinkle up.
Anywhere you go, to the shops and makeup place, they're going to strip it if it's like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do a budget deal here, so.
You got mine, that's the way I am.
Yeah, I want to do it as budget as possible.
All right, $71.49.
I was riding up here today, and I didn't intend on doing this, and I said, why don't I just take the guys along, show them what the inside of one of these places look like. A lot of people are intimidated. They don't feel like they can come in, and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're looking at. But
hey, that's why we're here.
Yeah, you just ask questions.
They can ask anything they want. Ken took a guy, basically just told him everything he needed to do and how to do it. He's got his own business now.
Yeah.
Painting. By just him instructing him on what to do.
That's what I wanted to convey to people watching. Is you can talk to people, you can get hints, you can get tips, you can look on YouTube, you can learn how to do this. It's not something you're necessarily born with. It's not a talent that you're just born with. Some may be better than others, but
there's a little technique to it, but you can watch somebody and learn their technique.
Exactly. You can adopt it. There's a guy that watches my channel that decided to paint for it his very first time, and an absolute stunner. I mean, he produced a beautiful, beautiful first paint job. I couldn't believe it, and I was just absolutely amazed. And now he paints cars. It's just crazy, and all he needed was the inspiration. I think a lot of people just don't think they can do it, don't know they can do it.
Well, back when they were doing the marbleized marble stuff.
Yep, bowling ball stuff.
There were several guys that were real good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And and on your candies.
Nowadays, everything's on the internet, but the thing is, can you trust what you see? That's the problem. There's so much information now, you don't know what you can trust. Wish more people would try it out and give it a go.
That's how I learned.
That's right.
I hung out as a young kid down at Henry Culver's shop. Henry Haynes sort of took me under his wing when I was about 15 years old. You know, all these guys were a lot older, and I guess I wasn't that big of an aggravation to them.
That's right.
I wouldn't bother them. I sit there and watch them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my dad did it, so I had all that basis. And we're all about the educational part.
That's right. I don't know, and I got questions. I don't want to be rushed out the door, you know. I know y'all are busy, but at the same time, you always make time to try to explain stuff.
That's what we're here for.
That's right.
We're supposed to do. Yep.
Well, I sure do appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all.
And it's guys like you that keep coming back in, you know. I mean,
That's right.
Yeah, we do big shops, that kind of stuff, but I enjoy the do-it-yourself. I enjoy sharing what I've learned. And, you know, I told Phil, I may not be able to tell you so much what to do,
Yeah.
but I tell you what not to do.
There you go.
And that sometimes can be just as important.
Absolutely. All right, guys, I appreciate it. We'll see y'all. All right, guys, that was an awesome experience, just as I thought it would be. It's always an awesome experience dealing with Ken and David and these guys up here. You know, go check out your local paint shop. I'm just gonna leave this here. We might actually make this its whole like own video. I think these guys deserve it. If it doesn't get the views, that's perfectly fine with me, guys, but I want to show you what it's like to kind of walk around a paint shop and just enjoy the experience. Very, very cool. So Ken, David, guys, if y'all are watching, I really do appreciate all of your hospitality and taking the time with me through the years to teach me and show me things.
Is that lightning?
It is. Yeah, in the process of getting it painted, so.
Yep, good one.
All right, man. That's really cool. So guys, if you've ever wondered, lightnings still get looks. Even this thing basically being ripped apart right now, still gets looks, and that's really cool. So, all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.